The quadruple murder suspect has been caught quickly, but by whom? Al Sharpton, Michael Moore, Bill de Blasio? Nope, the cops. Yep, another innocent victim of an unjust society bagged by evil law enforcement. I'm sorry, I'm just helping craft a story for the left, the BBC, and those well-paid Ferguson protesters. After all, we know he's as innocent as the driven snow. Oh, sorry, snow is white, and that's a racist microaggression. Anyway, he's awesome. Just listen to his former lawyer.
I know him to be a kind, gentle, non-aggressive person, someone you wouldn't mind your grandmother going to lunch with.
Yeah, until he orders the pizza. So how did the cops find this creep? Phone records. Now, did we violate his rights there? And did we violate everyone's rights by violating his? After all, that's how we apply the logic of surveilling terrorists. Heck, if we treated this thug like a terrorist, he'd still be out ordering Domino's. Look, I get it. This was a specific search, not a mass data grab. But why shame a program that provides fruitful benefits like catching killers before they could kill again? Besides, quickly gathered phone records are the least of our worries. Consider the Ferguson protesters that were hired. Yes, hired by the Acorn successor group to protest. They staged a sit-in after they stopped getting paid, allegedly. The group, known aptly as More, forked out $5,000 a month to protesters to demonstrate there. So what does it tell you when agitators pay protesters to stir up trouble? That while Black Lives Matter, so does cold hard cash. So Kimberly, thank God this guy was caught. That was a horrible, horrible crime. It was one of the worst crimes I've ever heard. It was disgusting and ruthless. But it's the capture of this guy is a testament to the intelligence and police work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We were just discussing before we started here that he was stopped and identified pursuant to a traffic stop. And this just highlights the importance of the work that the police department does, working together, policing communities, that they were able to do this. Traffic stop, stop and frisk, all these things are very important for getting dangerous criminals. And in this case, what allegedly looks like to be someone who committed, multiple heinous homicides. Right now, he's only charged with one of the counts, but he will likely be, the rest will be added. So they've just got him in now, and he's being held. And it's just a tragic case, but excellent police work.
Can we talk about this lawyer? Who wants it?
What's wrong
this guy,
with
Robin
this guy?
Vickers. I mean, it's hard not to laugh because, it's a horrible situation, and it's hard, and you shouldn't joke about it. But when you're faced with that kind of idiocy, Julie, I mean, you would have, is it somebody your grandmother would have lunch with?
I guess he's trying to try the case before the public, right? I mean, that's the only reason he's probably doing this. But it's, look, everybody's entitled to defense, even this guy, even though what this guy allegedly did, and the word is allegedly, he hasn't been convicted of anything, is atrocious. And so the lawyer is doing what a lawyer is supposed to do, which is defend his client. So I don't have a problem with what the lawyer said. I have a massive...
The evidence pretty damning. He puts himself there. There's DNA.
I'm not disagreeing.
Fingerprints. Call Domino. I mean, it's probably the best... tightest homicide case I've seen in probably the past 10 years.
But then again, OJ was pretty tight, too, and he got off. So, people are
that's because he was innocent.
He was. That's true. They're still looking for the real killer. That's true. That's true.
Maybe this is the real killer.
This might be the real killer.
Yeah, who knows?
So you know what debate has sparked up in the last, I guess, 10 hours or so? Whether or not we should be taking DNA swabs of anytime someone's arrested.
Right.
We take their finger, we print them, but we have a much better, a much bigger dragnet when you get the DNA. It's
Maryland does it, and they did it here for any violent crimes that are committed. So he had assaultive conduct.
Why not get a DNA of anyone who hasn't committed necessarily a violent crime? You're convicted. You're arrested. Get a DNA, and then you can put it into the database.
And also, let's also listen to phone calls.
No, because
for bad guys.
No, it's not the same.
I'm for both of them. I'm all for police having the tools to do what they need.
Americans who haven't committed any crimes. I'm for DNA swabbing every criminal.
So if you get arrested for drunk driving, you want to swab your DNA? Everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dana?
They can have mine.
This lawyer got him off 6 times.
Right.
I guess he's a good lawyer.
He must be a good lawyer, but when I read that, I thought, what a despicable human being.
Yeah.
I think. I understand everybody has the right to a lawyer. I don't understand how is this guy, Darren Wint, going to pay him?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that works. Why would this defense lawyer basically shame himself on national television by defending him, saying he wouldn't hurt a kitten? but know that he's been arrested 6 times, and with the evidence, why not have a little bit of caution?
Yeah.
Like have half a second to have talked to your client before you say that.
I don't know why he thinks he's, so nonviolent. He was arrested with a machete. He assaulted a girlfriend. He threatened to kill another girlfriend and her infant child. This guy's a real winner.
Also, there was a restraining order from his from his father and stepmother because he threatened to kill them.
Wait, but I know we don't have much time. I had heard stories that these protesters were being paid. I had no idea that they were paying thousands of dollars. It's money through something called MORE, which I believe is the donations come from Soros.
The SEIU does the same thing. Anytime there's a food protest, a minimum wage protest, they do the same exact thing. What, Julie, right? I mean, DC is filled
I haven't
with
been paid anything.
protesters.
I'm actually pissed off. I protested before. Nobody paid me anything.
But you know, a lot of the street protests in DC in front of various agencies they're paid.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I
from,
believe you, but I don't know.
The Washington Times. They hired Black Lives Matter protesters, and they've started a hashtag cut the check after they've been stiffed by Acorn.
There's $15 an hour protests that literally thousands of people are walking through cities. A good percentage of those people are paid. They're not fast food workers.
It's amazing.
No, they're making more than minimum wage. You're right.
All right, we got to move on anyway. This arrest, it's good to see. We reminded what law enforcement can do.